Feel the legs pushing up on the set. I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel the rage of hell in the sky.
All right, so let's talk about Creature Commandos. I'm gonna be very honest with you with it. I saw it. I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna get the rating out the way. I'm going to get. This is not a good way to start the universe, especially when we get in episode 2. The rating right now is, it went from a 8, and honestly it wasn't an 8. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be too nice. It's a 6, a low 6. The reason I'm saying it's a 6, it is not a good way to start the universe, but it's also that second episode did not win me over. I think it really did more harm than good. The first episode was like a 7, low 7, but it was a 7. It just, when we got further down to the second episode, the rating went lower and lower. And, it got to that point where it's like, I don't know if I want to continue watching this or not. Right off the bat, I don't think I will be watching this on a weekly basis. I'll probably wait till all the episodes come out. What I think it was a total of 8. So let me see. So, we got 6 more left. I'll wait after 6 weeks and I'll give you my full review of it. I do not know if I'm going to watch it weekly. I might binge watch that 1 week and then I'll give you my review there. The first episode was fine. They do make reference to the Suicide Squad and the Peacemaker. With Rick Flag with his son, it's referenced that he did die. Then Amanda Waller in reference to her daughter from Peacemaker. So those are the things they reference. Do I agree with it? No. And I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I have a whole nother video planned for that a little bit later. Hopefully this will come out first before the other one. If not, it is what it is. But that second episode, let's get to the second one, because the first one is like, it's the same setup if you see the Suicide Squad. Hell, it's the same setup if you see Guardians. Same thing. It's the second episode. I think a lot of people got turned off and just said, no. The second episode, there's 2 sex scenes. The first scene, you can kind of understand it because in the first episode, Rick Flag is dealing, pretty much Rick Flag is Rick Flag Sr. He had to protect the princess throughout the whole episode. The princess is trying to get with him. You're like, all right, cool. The problem is, though, is her age. A lot of us don't know her age. It's between 16 or 18, and we all know where Rick Flag Sr. age is. He's in his late 30s, going 40s, and I think I'm being generous here. And that's a big age gap. And we're like, okay, well, you can overlook that to a certain extent. You go like, all right, cool. It's that second one I think a lot of people are having a problem with. It's the bride. We get her origins. So bride, we get to know what's going on with her. We get to know why she hates Frankenstein so much. We get to know what's going on. Apparently, she has a father and daughter dynamic with Dr. Frankenstein. You thought, cool. But then you keep watching those flashbacks and you're like, and then Frankenstein keeps being jealous. And you're like, oh no, I hope he's not. And he does. And boy, does he ever. But the problem I have with that too is the fact that she's in a fight scene with Cersei. That's the villain of this right now, supposedly the villain of the season for Themyscira, whatever. The jokes don't hit either, because they made a joke about how it's unfair that Themyscira is a full of women when men are not allowed. That's just sexist or something like that. I thought that joke was not funny. Anywho, they have a scene, they're fighting. But in that scene, we go back, flashback to her having a sex scene with Dr. Frankenstein. And it's not like, oh, a little kissy. No, they're getting it on. Literally, she's getting her ass whooped in the present day. She's getting it on back in the past. I've never seen that before, and I don't want to see that again. It was not necessary. I think it was over, what's the word I'm looking for? Not over-exaggerated, but it did too much. To the point where it just turned me off. Like, I've never been turned off from an animated show till I saw that. I was like, this is too much. Like, Venture Brothers done that before, But Venture Brothers can do that because they've earned that. It wasn't the first episode. And again, I don't think they ever did it where they had a sex scene music with the past. But it does come off like, if you watch the show, it feels like a Venture Brothers type of show. And it's not. And it's to me, it will never touch that. It just didn't work. And and the people having problems with the show, I can understand. I have a problem with the show. And this wasn't a good entry to start the new DCU. This is a better DCU. Excuse me, I keep saying EU. I gotta take the E out. DCU. If they would have put this behind Superman, okay, or behind Peacemaker, I said, okay. But they didn't. This is the first thing in the DCU. And DCU, I said it right, good. And I just didn't like it. I thought this was not good. I thought the first 2 episodes didn't win me to watch it on a consistent basis. It did make me question a lot of James Gunn's mind a little bit. I don't know. This was not good. And everybody gave it a rave review saying this and that. Unless they see more episodes, I don't know. The first 2 did not win me over. Maybe if they would have released it all at once, probably would have been better. But right now it's a 6. And I think I'm being generous. Other people done gave it 3s and 4s, but I'm being a 6. The animation was fine. The voice acting was fine. It's just the direction they went with the show was not good. And again, this is something that is acquired taste. James Gunn has acquired taste to certain things he does. Do I think Superman's going to follow the same path? Absolutely not. For his sake, I hope. But I do think he could have done a little bit better. He said some other stuff too, talk about his DCU. Forgive me now. And we'll address that in other videos. But for now, 6 out of 10. I wasn't impressed. I don't like what he's doing with this. Again, using assured characters like Creature Commandos, I don't think that was a good idea. Probably using other characters probably would have been better. You know, that's what I think. So, yeah, it is what it is. But as always, guys, hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And the outro shall end it for you. And I'll talk to you guys later.